Alright, we've got the Mind Lab E-Track right now, but we're going to turn that Manticore on there, okay? I'm going to talk a little bit about this target trace in this video and just give you a little demo. And first we're just going to look at this E-Track recovery fast. Now there's no notch going on in this machine, and it's not going to help you on this situation right here. You see that nickel where that clad diamond is? That's 2x4 thickness above it. Now there's some good finds in sights, silver rings, higher conductive clad. I mean, you know, the Manticore is going to be using a lot of different sights, okay? Old, new, modern, you name it. And people will have different goals as to what they want to dig, etc. But anyway, you get to hear this machine, multi-conductive tones. I get a predominantly 15 conductive number in the window on this detector. There's nothing telling me really, listening to the audio, watching that cursor, that there's two targets down there, okay? That higher conductive clad down. Okay, there's no real clues what I'm saying. You get to hear the machine, watch the ID, watch the cursor. No clue. Now I'm using the E-Track here as an example. I could go in the house and get that Equinox out. It wouldn't be no different, okay? I'm going to turn this camera off momentarily. Okay, I'm holding the Manticore now. All-terrain, high conductors, recovery speed 5. Same exact scenario. I don't do tricks, boys. I'm not trying to fool anybody, okay? Let me get this fall right here back, though. The wind's blowing out here, okay? So I'm going to let you listen to this detector without you watching the screen. Now I'm going to put the camera on the screen, let you see the number. That's hovering that nickel. That's full sweep, okay? So you don't really, watching the ID on this machine don't tell you much. Now I'm going to hold this camera still. But you see that trace on there. You see that trace? Now I'm going to pinpoint. You see that trace on that screen? Okay. So it's not telling you the dime is down there, okay? You don't know it's a dime, okay? But you have that elongated trace. Back into pinpoint. You see that? Okay, so I'm going to set this detector down here since I'm holding this camera. I'm removing the dime, okay? Dime's gone. Okay, so we get the nickel ID. Now this is sweet. You get to see that trace, and we'll go to pinpoint here. So that elongated trace is gone, okay? So this Manticore is going to expose co-located targets. And you can run an open screen and see this. And Notch is not going to buy you anything on this scenario right here. And now I can even put the DS2 over that, and you know, it's not going to do any better. The XY screen, I done looked at it, boys. The XY screen on the DS2 is not going to get you there. You're not going to know there's two targets there. You're not going to listen to the audio and know there's two targets there with the DS2, okay? Now, you get to also, you don't have to run iron tone on this machine to see the iron. So you can actually hit a target, and then you can see the iron having an effect. Meaning you get to see the iron being painted in the screen, which to an operator would mean, maybe don't trust the ID. Or maybe it would suggest, oh, that target is challenged. Maybe a person with a lower skill set or a different model detector has missed this target. maybe I'll dig it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to hunt. You hunt the way you want to. Okay, but co-located targets. Now, same conductivity elongated. Yes, this machine would paint a somewhat longer trace on the screen. I've done seen it. I can even give you a demo using a 25-06 round made of brass. But still in the wild, what you're going to see with a lot of other detectors is you're going to see average ID. That includes the Deus 2. And I mentioned the Deus 2 because the Deus 2 and this machine here are your two racehorses, okay? It's just a fact. I've used them both. They're both your racehorses for all-around detecting, okay? And this machine here does have some advantage on the Deus 2 in some areas, and I've not seen any beach reports. I'm not making any I don't know nothing about it on the beach, this Manticore, okay? We'll wait and see. Now, that's not to say, like, the CTX and E-Track are still very good with deeper, higher conductors. But there are some iron situations, you know, they lack some performance in, and on lower conductors. So yeah, this Manticore, you get to see some stuff, and it can't be discernible by the ear, per se, with the audio. Okay? So you get to see it, and you're like, it makes you suspicious, you know. And it's like, well, to be honest with you, if I was in say I was in a site that had a lot of pressure, a park, and I started seeing those elongated signatures on my screen, and I was using this Manticore, I'd probably dig them. I'd probably dig them all, because those are the targets that would be given average ID to AT Pros, Equinox. And they may say, well, that don't interest me. Maybe it's too high for gold and too low for high conductive coin. And actually, one of each could be down there. You could actually have both down there, and they patched them both up. And you might dig, it's possible, okay? You probably wouldn't, but you could. I'm going to be showing some more here with this machine.